Let's get it, let's get it, let's get it, let's get it, let's get it. As Juan Crookshank, your one and only Move Swiftly speaker, checking in for a daily Move Swiftly thought, giving you a perspective on teamwork that you will not get anywhere else. Let's get into the latest coordinates, December 5th, 2024. Get into the latest from our current president, Joe Biden. Latest news has come out after months of being on camera. I mean, literally, like well over a good of 5 to 10 minutes of footage of this man saying, whether it's him, whether it's his people, the people that have been riding with him, the people that have worked underneath him, and I'm going to get into that in a second. I'm going to get into the significance of that in a second. But the people who have been supportive of Biden and Biden himself on camera saying directly to you and me, fellow Americans, this country that he cares so much about, all right, the country that he is the leader of, saying to us directly, he will not pardon his son, Hunter Biden. Now, I will admit to you, this is something that I personally had to educate myself on as before I was to give a take, listen to the people that this is their lane, the people out there who paid attention to the story, who were political strategists, the folks who their expertise is in the political game. I'm more so the person that comments or gives my thoughts and gives my take on sports news, major sports news, and, gets detail oriented when it comes to that, and using the lessons I learned from teamwork in sports and applying them to businesses. So I had to educate myself on how deep. Now I do dip into some politics here and there when things like this come up, because it affects everyone. It affects all of us when we have to really recognize, and me personally as a person that has been absolutely bullied. I mean, I done got into situations where I've been bullied, I've been ganged upon, I've been teased, I've been in situations where I had to defend my viewpoint among other black females and males and little kids, believe it or not, who are paying attention to this craziness when it comes to this identity politics and how ridiculous some of these people are. Now, keep in mind, there's people, and they're listening to me right now. I know they are, because that's all they do is they just look on the internet, troll through and scroll through TikTok. These are folks who have gotten quiet. There's been a whole month of them completely being quiet. I don't get messages on my phone no more. Nothing. I got nothing else to say at this point since Donald Trump wiped their ass, wiped the whole country, like just a landslide, one in a landslide. All right, so just have to make sure I say that before I give my thoughts on this whole Biden pardoning his son Hunter Biden. All right, because I had to go educate myself and get all the facts straight. And my take on this, my reaction to it, my initial reaction to it is simply this: it's the type of world we live in, man. It's the type of world that we live in, and the type of world that he has continued to create. Now, I'm not going to say he created this world in which your word means less, where you can say something on camera, you could say something, you could be confident, you could say it with energy, you could say it with conviction, and it means not a damn thing. And you go and you do the very thing that you said you were not going to do, pretty much not giving a damn about the people who defended you. And this is where I want to take you, because when you look at the overall landscape and everything that has happened throughout his term, his 4 years, he came in, he's pushing vaccines on people that clearly didn't work because he got the virus. He comes in and he says he's going to bring in administration, or bring in a vice president that looks like America, bring in the first black woman, and all that, use all sorts of identity politics to get people excited. And these people, whether it's Kamala Harris or it's Karine, Jean-Pierre, I think it is, these people are actually on camera defending him, lying. And now their professional reputation is completely ruined because they've been defending this guy. They've been, Karine Jean-Pierre there's compilations of her saying, no, he's not going to pardon Hunter Biden. No, he's not going to do it. No, he's not going to do it. Now she has to eat her words. Her words don't mean a damn thing to anybody, regardless of what side you're on, who you believe in, whether it's Democrats, Republicans, and then you have this woman that he decided was going to run for office, that he's going to push onto people, and she blows through $1 billion, and it still has the audacity to be asking for money, even though she lost in a landslide. I mean, the whole thing is ridiculous, and the part that really drives me crazy is the folks that still defend him, still are gonna say some shit like, oh, well, it's his son, and he has a right to do whatever he needs to do for his son, which is fair, which is 1000% fair. No one's saying that, oh, it was wrong for him to pardon his son. The problem is you blatantly lied about it. You lied about it, and then you want to take this moral high ground. You want to take this look, oh, well, Donald Trump is the one that does this, and Donald Trump is you do it. You clearly lied to people. And that is the issue. And then the biggest thing, and I'll close you just out with this concept, is the fact that you still haven't made it clear. You still haven't made it clear as to why you dropped out in the first place. And as a person who has been a lifelong politician, he's been around the game, has seen it for years, has been in it, all right? And again, I'm sure there's certain things out there about Joe Biden that he's done that are great things, that just some of the things that he's done that I disagree with come out, and I have to address it because it makes major news. And one of the things I do as a business owner, as a person that runs his own business, it's important for me to address these things as well, to bring in the right people in my world and things of that, so people can kind of get to know me and all that kind of stuff. But the crazy part about it is the fact that he could have avoided this situation altogether. He could avoid, again, lifelong politician, someone that knows the business, has been in it for years, has been in it since young. He could have simply avoided the situation and said, look, right now I'm going to let the justice system play out, and when we cross that bridge, we'll get there. If it's necessary for me to pardon him, I will. If it's not, I won't, and just be done. You can go and look at it yourself. These were cold, hard, no, I will not pardon him, and then you go out and you do it anyway. All right. So the main thing is, and I've said this in the past, whenever politics comes up, in fact, I remember talking about this last week, is I'm governed by God. And I would advise anyone listening to me now to have the same exact thought process in terms of who you decide to make your leader, and who you decide that is going to be somebody that you look up to, or that you are pushing your kids, or you are sending your kids to, and you are, I don't like to use the term idolizing, but you are looking up to, someone that you're looking up to. I would advise you that you do not look up to human, and more so look up to God, and allow God to govern your steps. All right. And that's why I'll leave it at that. So all that being said, main website to check out to dive deeper into my world, it's makeyourmove.com. That's makeyaMove.com. One-stop shop for your teamwork and your self-development needs. As one Crookshank, your one and only Move Swiftly speaker, checking out. You guys continue to move swiftly. We will talk more soon.